I'm trying to put myself in the place for a moment as how you enter. You come down a ramp and into a security facility. And I made that all wood because it would be more user-friendly to them. That instead of being a harsh edge to go through like we have in the U.S., security is pretty ugly. And so you come through this wooden building and you go up, then up a ramp, back up a ramp into the entry under one of those beautiful cones. As you cross this threshold, the temperature drops like at least 15 degrees. I became aware that they like being outdoors instead of in air-conditioned spaces. And so I was trying to figure out some way to cool the outdoor spaces. And I thought of a teepee, and the teepee takes the hot air out. And so I took some paper and I made a bunch of teepees and put them around what I considered the public spaces on the model just as a placeholder that something had to be solved. And the client group came here and they looked at all the models and they picked that one and they said, "That's incredible. You really understand our culture." And I couldn't figure out what they were talking about. I realized that a repetitive, simple shape like a dome is something that they are used to in their history. And to build a structure like that isn't the cheapest thing to do. I mean, you could probably air condition the outdoor space for less than it costs to build that. But it became an important aesthetic element that they loved. So. I've been to a lot of mosques, and I've seen a lot of this Channon and the Hagia Sophia, and I've been there a lot of times in the last years. What is aesthetically significant, what you think about is the domes. When you go to the Blue Mosque, you think about the domes, but if you're on axes, it's all symmetrical. But you don't stand on axes. You walk around the building, and as you walk around, it becomes messy because it's not symmetrical. The walkways on each floor would be a glass floor and glass rails, so it'd be very ephemeral. So the guys are in white and the women are in black, and I had this fantasy of the white and black in this reflective environment, becoming an art piece, and a living art piece. And I've talked to the Emiratis about it, and the reason I'm so happy about that they're building it is I think in the end their intentions are to show that these cultures can be together in one room and talk to each other. I think it's some kind of a revolution, and I think it's, given the political mess of all these countries, including ours, there's a clarity in talking to each other through art, through classical music, through literature, rather than trying to politicize and one-upsmanship and all the military options that are threatening everybody. It seems that the art takes the threat out. It becomes more humanistic, it's more questioning, it's more, it's like, who are we, why are we, why do Why do we talk alike? Why do we know? Why can we relate to their art and they can relate to our art? And why don't we do more of it? That's the exciting thing. And hopefully that when this building's built, it will deliver that message. And if it does, it'll be, the architecture will be part of something bigger.